It's a patio tree version, number one, which means it stays in a nice, tidy, pretty, round tree in a pot on your patio. You could plant it in the ground if you wanted to, but these are great for smaller spaces. And the special, feature of this flowering plant is that the flowers smell like honey. And look how much the bees love them, and of course the butterflies are going to love them as well. And look at the shape of the blooms. Most butterfly bushes have those long conical shapes, but these are like these round honeycomb shapes. It's a really, really special butterfly bush. And here to tell us more about it on the phone is my good friend Katie Dubois from Cottage Farms. Hi, Katie.
Hey, Carolyn. So happy to be here.
Good morning. I'm always happy when you're on my garden party, Katie. So I know you were super excited that we finally get to present this together, because I think this is the first time we've ever gotten to see it on air.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So tell us, I kind of set the stage, but tell us what's really special about this, because, you know, we've seen lots of different butterfly bushes and they're all gorgeous and they all bring butterflies to our yard, but this one has some really special qualities.
Yes, you are so right. I love butterfly bushes, and it's something that at Cottage Farms we bring you all different butterfly bushes, cream and pinks and purples. But I know people are looking at this thinking, is something wrong with my TV? This is a yellow butterfly bush.
Right.
It is so cool, the color in the garden. And you know, I love all of those pinks and purples, but it's not often that we have such nice bright yellows. And so particularly, you know, Cottage Farms loves to train things into trees. It's one of our specialties.
Right.
And so we've taken the traditional butterfly bush shrub, but not the one that you're used to. It's the Cottage Farms butterfly bush shrub that stays in a nice compact habit. So this tree, while it can get to be 6 feet tall if you want it to, you know, you can always prune it to keep it smaller. It's never going to get leggy. You never need to prune it because one of the panicles or the flowers will be growing out of control. So it's easy care. Butterfly bush in a tree.
So this one is a perennial, obviously. It comes back every year. Now let me ask you this, Katie. If I'm putting this in a pot on my patio and I live someplace where it gets, you know, into the 30s and 20s in the winter, does this need to be brought into the garage to go dormant? Should I bring it in the house? What should I do?
Yeah, you're exactly right on the temperature there. About if you get below 30 or 20 degrees and you have this in a container, you're going to just need to pull it either up close to the house or in your garage.
Okay.
And, you know, if it's in your garage, water it every month or so, you know, because outside it would get some water and it will probably dry out. But that's all. And, you know, I love these for containers because we couldn't, you know, butterfly bushes were too big and overgrown. And this in a container, 2 of them side by side on your back patio in a place that gets full sun, because this does like full sun. And you will just be able to sip your morning cup of tea or coffee and watch the butterflies on this tree. I mean, it is so much fun having that interactive quality, and it's fragrant. So it brings that butterfly bush up close to your nose, so you don't have to bend over to smell that sweet honey scent. It's right there up at your face.
So I'm showing the shipping sample, and I just want you to see it's going to come in a nice pot. It's already a good sized baby tree, and we have it staked for you already. So leave the stake on the tree, because you can see it needs to get a little bit thicker and firmer to stand up by itself. So just take the whole thing out of this pot and put it in your patio pot, whatever you want to put it in, or if you want to put it in the ground, like Katie said, it'll get bigger if it's not in a pot. You can prune it, but it'll still stay in that tree form rather than turn into a shrub. But this is designed by Cottage Farms, as they do so well, to stay in this beautiful little rounded tree shape. So Katie, this is a nice size shipping sample. We're going to do another close-up of it coming up next. So you can see I've already got lots of leafing. Little bitty buds are starting here and there on it. So you're going to get flowers this season. But everybody always wants to know, how long will it take to look like the one that we have over here in the pot?
Yeah, so that's a nice 3. I mean, you're right. It is a nice ship sample. And think about this tree is 2 to 3 years old, because we've had to train this shrub.
The one you get. Yeah.
Right, the one you get at home, but it will probably be another 3 years until you see the bushiness of the tree that you have there as the representation and the amount of flowers.
Okay.
So, you know, that 2 to 3 year range.
Excellent. So, but you are going to have a beautiful little tree on your patio or deck. I love putting the little patio trees in the corners of my deck. If you've got a little area that's a seating area, they can sit like, you know, in the background between the two chairs, kind of near your patio umbrella. If you've got like a place out in your garden where you want to show off like a pretty corner like we're showing in that picture, they're just gorgeous. And again, so different. That's the whole point of shopping for a lot of the plants that we offer at QVC from our great plant vendors like Cottage Farms, is that you're getting varieties that are rare and not common and that are not going to have your garden looking like everybody else's. You're not going to find something like this at your local garden shop or big box store, because again, this is a yellow honeycomb butterfly patio tree. So as easy to grow and low maintenance as any butterfly bush, but it's just got so much more uniqueness to it, and the fragrance is killer diller. It really smells like honey.
It does, and you know, these make great cut flowers. So if you can picture a couple years down the road when you have this tree loaded with flowers, you can cut some of these and enjoy them inside. And the other thing, Carolyn, I love about a tree form is I want everyone to picture their garden and think about how tall it actually is. We have some great shrubs, but a lot of our perennials only grow to be about 2 feet tall.
Right.
So this tree, I love what you said about putting it in the corner. It really helps your eye go up in a garden, and you know, you can see longer distances in your yard and make it focal points. There's a lot of benefits to having a tree, especially one that is so unique as this honeycomb butterfly bush tree.
I've really been leaning towards, when I love to add butterfly flowers to my garden, but I've been leaning towards the little trees like this and the ones that stay more of a dwarf size, because traditional butterfly bushes can get really leggy and out of control. So we do recommend the bud and flower booster from Cottage Farms. Your butterfly trees will love this. You can pick that up in pre-measured packets. And I wanted to remind everybody that Katie and her team have prepared a great growing guide for you. So this comes along to you with your plant. It'll tell you exactly what to do step by step for your success. If you have any questions or issues, you can always contact Cottage Farms, all of these different ways on the back. And pretty much, Katie, everything's shipping right now, isn't it? So people will get these pretty quick.
That's right. We usually ship out on a Monday, so if you order today, yours could ship out as early as next Monday. So
excellent.
Get ready, get your garden gloves out.
I know. Mine are out. Mine are already dirty. All right, let's talk about your warranty, Katie. Tell us what happens there.
Absolutely.